Hi, welcome to Bookie. Today we will unlock the book The Paradox of Choice, Why More is Less by Barry Schwartz. Before we dive into the content of this bookie, here's an interesting question for you. If you wanted to buy a pair of jeans today, how many options would you have to choose from? It isn't out of place to conclude that you are currently bombarded in your mind with numerous choices that will eventually influence your final decision. I mean, besides having to choose from the different available sizes, you have the options to choose between different styles like slim fit, straight leg, casual, comfort fit, and boot cut. You also have the choices of color, which can be light blue, dark blue, black, gray, and white, among others. There is also the choice between picking a stonewash, acid wash, or sand wash jean. In addition to all of that, you also have to choose whether or not you want your jeans to be faded, distressed, or have zippers or buttons. These are the choices available for you to pick from when you just want to buy a pair of jeans. Now imagine how many other countless choices we make in our daily lives. From what we wear to what we eat, what we use in our homes, to the media content we consume, from the mediums and platforms we use to communicate, to more serious aspects of our lives such as health insurance, there are tons of choices to be made in our lives. We have surely made great strides in reaching this level of access to freedom of choice. Yet today, people have to spend more time and energy choosing between different options, often leading to regrets on giving up on other options. Having too many options to choose from has now become a growing source of annoyance and frustration. Certainly, having options serves us well, but having more options to choose from isn't always better. Schwartz believes that we as decision makers gain the most freedom by learning to make the right choices when it comes to things that really matter, and not spending too much time on the choices that don't. In The Paradox of Choice, Schwartz breaks away from a lot of the common sense we take as a given by telling us, to live better, we need to set standards before we make decisions, encouraging us not to focus too much on the choices of those around us. Schwartz also dissuades people from looking for the best option, but instead finding one that is good enough for a specific situation. As a master of cross-boundary work, Schwartz uses psychology to interpret people's economic behavior, explaining in detail the psychological mechanisms behind choices and some methods that can be used to make wise decisions. Schwartz has successfully integrated psychology into our daily lives and social reform. This has not only attracted the attention of governments and many well-known enterprises, it has also engaged readers from numerous fields of expertise such as medical care, tourism, leisure, software development, media, entertainment, e-commerce, and so on. As a TED Talk keynote speaker, Schwartz's video has attracted more than 5 million views online. To experience the charm of this bookie, The Paradox of Choice, we will divide our content into 3 parts. Part 1, How having a plethora of choices cause problems. Part 2, Why we are unable to make wise choices. Part 3, How to make wise choices. Part 1, How having a plethora of choices cause problems. The more choices you have, the freer you become, so why worry? In this first part of our bookie, the author gives us 3 reasons why we should be troubled by having a plethora of choices. Let us begin by painting the picture of a street filled with multiple stores. So you are standing on the street and decide to enter one of the convenience stores you frequent most to get some snacks. You push open the door and walk straight to the shelves that display a variety of biscuits. This convenience store is not big, but on these shelves are a variety of different flavored biscuits from many different countries. Standing there, what exactly are you paying attention to? What kind biscuit to buy? Do you want a large or small pack? Domestic or imported? Full fat or non-fat? Do you want sodium-free or regular biscuits? Even if you make all of the mentioned choices, you're still not done, because there are a dozen more options that fit your requirements, from flavors to texture, and you can sift through them further if you want. But who has time for that? Should we hang around the shelves all morning trying to decide which pack of biscuits to buy? That would be ridiculous. So, most of the time, we just settle for the one we